the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New England Patriots. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set, wide, 80! And we got Mike, number 50. 72. Double! Check for the hit!
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
2-18, jump! Hey, shoot! 50!
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
53 for Mike. Watch the way to the end. Check. 53 for Mike. Check. 53 for Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Brady on target to Edelman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. Brady now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And Oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kill. 81.
Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. You're not ready. You're not ready. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check it. Reload. 72.
Throwing again. Brady. To Gordon, out left. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 1.
Here we go. 120. He's coming. We got double up. Listen.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 7, Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. Waiting. Let's get that hard. Hey, Shaq.
Kill.
Check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Here we go. Kill. Waiting.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 13.
To throw is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. It's caught. This is White.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Patriots.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half. Half of action.
You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half the time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 74. Undercross.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got him in. Open, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Stidham on second down. And that is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, seam 6.
On third down, Stidham. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Jackson to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Run. Black, come on.
Running with Howard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up third and 2.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
This one, 7. Hey, zoom. Switch up.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Hurts. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch out.
Sunday. The great 57. Here, shift.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to float this, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 61. Man, it up.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Man, 5-7. Hey, Charlie.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 56, Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
64. Hey, exit. Ready.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
On play action, Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.